Hello, ladies. Hello. Let's talk about weight loss. Let's talk about perimenopausal and menopausal weight loss. What a joy, right? As somebody that is going through perimenopause herself, that's a mouthful, isn't it? I can tell you that, boy, it's hard sometimes. It's the unpredictability of my cycles and my body that sometimes it can make it quite jarring. And yes, things don't work in the same ways that they did in my 30s, that's for sure. And I'm sure that you're also experiencing some of that, right? You're doing the same things that you've done, no longer working in the same way. And you keep piling on the kilos, particularly around your belly. You might be feeling that cognitively not so sharp anymore. Maybe you can't focus, retain information in the same way. That emotionally, you also might be feeling quite a lot more reactive and fragile and sensitive than you have been. Like you lost that resilience, to stress. And just things don't feel right. Energy might be lower, there might be more stiffness, there may be more pain and less enjoyment of yourself and life. And so that can really take a big toll on us. And so perimenopause and menopause is not just about weight loss, it's all about the other things as well that go along with it. Yeah, we don't just gain the weight, but we also lose all the other things that are not acknowledged. And so in my sessions, in the work that I do, is it's holistic. I try to deal with the whole, right? Because our physical experience is created by so much more than the food that we eat. Our thoughts, our emotions, our time spent in nature, our exposure such as sound, light, grounding, all the toxins in the air, yes, our food, sleep, and movement, as well as our identities and beliefs and emotions, they all create our lived experience. And so it's not just about, hey, what's on my plate, that's what's making me fat. Rarely is that. And so this imbalance, this stress that our body's going through during this time of change requires a holistic approach, requires a personalized approach, requires dealing with the whole. And so in my sessions, I deal with you from the inside out. So what does that mean? It means that in our first appointment, there'll be a very lengthy questionnaire you'll have to fill out. It'll take you at least 20 minutes to do that. And that will give me a lot of really valuable information about where you're at, what's working, what's not working, mentally, emotionally, physically, and energetically, and what we can do to support you at all those different levels. And so let's say, for example, if your gut's not working, often that leads, and that's easy to do, like most people's digestive tract don't work nowadays. You've got stress, you've got chemicals, you've got poor eating habits, and all these nastiness that we breathe in and drink and put on our foods. It's all dysregulating and compromising our digestive ability, digestive powers. And so we're eating, but we're not really absorbing. And so our bodies become more and more depleted. And so they're not able to detoxify. So the toxicity builds in further. And then we're not able to regulate our hormones, create the right neurotransmitters, and keep our system in communication and in flow. And so in time, what happens, particularly when we have this really big instability in our hormonal dance, like sometimes progesterone really dips, and same with estrogen, and sometimes they're too much, and it's a bit of a roller coaster. And so when that happens on the background of all the stress that we experience in our lives, it's enough to put us out of business for a little bit, for that 1 week or 2 weeks or the month or months at a time, right? And so I want to find out, okay, what's happening digestively? What do we need to fix in here to help optimize your digestion, so then you can really, whatever nutrition gets in, you're utilizing it to support hormones, to support neurotransmitters, to support energy, to support your health, repair, weight loss, your metabolism, and your longevity at the end of the day, because you need this, your vitamins, your minerals, your proteins, your fat, your antioxidants, and so on, to help ensure that your body's working well. This is not just about weight loss, and that, you're staying strong and healthy and vital and sexy for the long term, okay? So that's one. And then I'm looking at lifestyle. I want to find out what's happening with your sleep, with your movement, with your toxins exposures. How are you dealing with stress? Do you have any toxic people in your life that we need to deal with? And also really we'll spend quite a lot of time addressing those limiting thoughts and beliefs, because your thoughts and beliefs will directly impact the function of your body, your behavior, and your lived reality. And so as you think, so you are. Truly, that has a significant impact on every single function in your body, including the chemistry that you create. And now we have research for that, okay? So it's not like, oh, just tell me what to eat. No, honey, you need to deal with what's going on in here, what you've been taught, what you're thinking, what's sitting in the subconscious without you ever thinking about it, or if you have thought about it, you've ignored it and you don't want to address it. Usually in our 40s and 50s, we get away with less, and we definitely can't get away from addressing and dealing with the root cause, which a lot of the time is to do with, you know, some of these limiting beliefs and identities that have been created in time that are a significant part of the stress cycle that we want to address. And so what can you expect in our sessions? Well, everyone's unique, and so everything I do, it's personalized and tailored to you. And so, you know, it'll be a combination, as I said, of everything. As a dietitian and a somatic psychotherapist, sound healer, breathing coach, and channel, I do a whole heap of stuff, and I bring a lot of different techniques and strategies to help support and meet you where you're at. And so, yeah, it'll be fun. And I guess we'll have to uncover that journey and create that journey, co-create that journey together. One thing is for sure, can you lose the weight? Yes, you can. Does it have to be a difficult process? No, but it does take a little bit of fiddling and reorganization and realignment of your body, mind, emotions, and energy, so then you can find that balance. Yeah, so then feeling balance from within allows you to move with the imbalance of this transition and, you know, some of the imbalances of life, because nothing is ever linear, right? And so, but there is a way of knowing how to navigate that. And, you know, it's a journey that I've done, I'm doing, and I can definitely teach it and help you get those results that you're after, you know, not just from weight loss, but really feeling amazing and feeling like yourself, feeling vital, feeling energized, feeling connected, feeling empowered, feeling alive. Yeah, life, it's about living, not just about eating and going through the motions. All right. And so I hope it resonates, and I hope you're ready to do some really good work and get you back in the driver's seat of your body, of your life experience, creating a life that is worthy of you. All right, my loves, great connecting. And yeah, I really, really hope to see you on the other side. Lots of love.